Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, a quick look at this lineup, and Pavel Nedved jumps higher than the rest.
He'll be involved in more or less everything they try to do going forward.
Yeah, he has all the ingredients to serve up something delicious, and we can feast our eyes on a truly great competitor.
Now the delivery. And that's been repelled. And now the breakaway. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Vieira. Cantona. Now it's Mbappe. And there's green grass ahead of him. Nedved. Couldn't squeeze it through. Looking to play him in. Gullit gets into some space. Climbs up big! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Bellingham goes short. Very nicely done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He's in a great position here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Maldini. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Just eases him off the ball. This interception, his positioning was spot on. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ball driven forward. Oh, smashing header! It's there! A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Kaká. Here it is, crossed in. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Cantona. Great vision. That is a brilliant interception. He can get that clear. Looking for options for movement. And here's Cantona. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he was quick to react. And it's Vieira. Now it's Cantona. Now it's Mbappe. Now that looks... And he shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Bellingham plays it short. That's a lovely, neat pass. And now they can spring out of defence. Nice sequence of passes, this.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Gullit constantly looking for the ball into the box. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Kaka. And this goes for a shot! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Can he get it through? Ronaldo receives it in a wide position. Up he goes! Bellingham. Here's Vieira. It's run loose here. Gullit. Bellingham. And it's Kaka. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Gullit. And Gullit! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Gullit might be slightly consoled by at least hitting the target. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And no, that was never going to make it. Maldini. And we hit half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Brazil really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'll expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Big chance! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Maldini. And this is Gullit.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And they win it back again. Nedved. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
It's a searching pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Yaya Toure. Bellingham. There's a sharp little ball here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That's a sharp pass. Gullit. He's having a hit! And that certainly packed a punch. "60 minutes played. And it's Gullit. Gullit stood his ground strongly. Plenty to aim at here. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. Oh, what a save from Van der Sar! No, he's missed it!
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Substituição em andamento.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Maldini cuts out the pass. Brazil still have the cards to affect this game. Ibrahimovic! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And he's forced to go back. Cristiano Ronaldo. A probing pass. Neatly clipped into space. And the finish! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 15. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador.
Oh, what a climb!
Teremos uma substituição.
That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. He rises! And that was very necessary. Ferdinand. Nedved. There's the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. Lahm. Oh, can he get onto this? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Shevchenko.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
That's a cute ball.
Brazil really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And He plays one through. Decent chance! He's got a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Brazil give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. It's not an especially good pass, that. Van der Sar punts it upfield. Kaká. He's going to be disappointed with that. Tchouaméni. And it's Bale. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that has left him in a heap.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 14. Camisa 22. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 9.
Time added on 4 minutes. Nedved. Bale, a player who needs no introduction. Shevchenko has got himself a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. It's a pretty loose pass. And that is going out for a goal kick. And we're done. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a... Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now it's Ribéry, played in with purpose.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he welcomes it in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Zanetti, in again. Thuram clears it away. Backward it goes. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And across it goes. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, super ball.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Little pass back. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Oh, good-looking ball. He's looking wide. Played back in. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, shooting chance! Goal, Brazil! There is the breakthrough. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
And we have our very first corner. That's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bellingham. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Hullet. It's played through for him. They're urging him to chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's been taken short. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. McAllister is always looking to break line. He's one-on-one! Yamal! Now, who's going to be first to this? He'll try to keep this alive. Oh, he's been caught napping. This looks promising. And this is... And the shot! McAllister. Oh, that's a fine interception. Decent chance! He scores! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Liverpool grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, this is a chance to shoot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Xavi Alonso. Passing is crisp and sharp. Yamal. Chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Ribery. Thuram. Ferdinand deals with that comfortably. That's really well manoeuvred. Pinches it off him. Half-time getting close now. Knocks it into space. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Vieira. Bellingham. Now it's Ribery. That has ended up in no man's land. Cantona chasing after it. Xavi Alonso. Bellingham wins the duel this time. Nicely weighted ball. Yaya Toure. And it's Gullit. Now it's Mbappe. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And that's the second half started. And here's Yamal. Yamal. That is lovely. He is through here. Here's a chance. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Bellingham. That's a nicely shaped ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Bellingham in with the challenge. Ribery looking to be a menace in the final third. Now it's Mbappe. Not the most accurate pass. McAllister. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Ribery, and they can counter here. Vieira. And here's Cantona, and it's Bellingham. Liverpool appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And that interception was most necessary. Big chance! Oh, a very decent attempt. Oh, that's a key interception. Vieira. That's a lovely, neat pass. Mbappe tries to play it through. Chance, surely! Goal, Brazil! And again they hit the front. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 27, camisa 20, camisa 4, camisa 19.
Szoboszlai can see things others simply cannot. Brazil perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. And he plays one through. Chance for a shot! They've done it! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
And look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Brazil take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Looking to play him in. That looks a good ball through. Can he finish? Oh, split-second reaction.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Brazil have their second corner now. They've played it short. Gets a good foot in there. Mbappe is having a shot! Xabi Alonso. Liverpool do have a chance to counter here. Dink through. He's in a great position here. That's tidy. The ball goes in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Szoboszlai. It's Ibrahimovic! And that would have won it.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So, third corner of the game.
Camisa 22. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 18. Substituição.
Szoboszlai plays it short. Xabi Alonso kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's a little off target. Kubo. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. There will be a throw-in. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but They did very little with it, distributed tidily. Berbatov. Put it! It's in! With so little time left! Grandstand finish! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Liverpool give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get. Brazil nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Now who's going to be first to this? And that is exemplary defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Looking for the run. Mateus. Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe. Nice control. There's the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
And that's it. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I've always been impressed with Dani Carvajal, Peter, because of his work rate and incessant running. A consummate team player and a real fighting spirit inside him. You know, he's got that grit about what he does as a fullback. Although we're starting to see flashes of individualism here and there, and I hope that can only improve his game.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Now it's Forlan. Forlan! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Madrid with the corner. They're first. Decent chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Serginho plays it short. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Serginho. And Torres! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Fernando Torres deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Bellingham, oh, that's fabulous. Takes a shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And here's Doué. Forlan purring through the gears. Mbappe is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. And here's Cantona. Great defending, strong and determined. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Madrid trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Rijkaard. That's headed upfield. Oh, that's a key interception. Serginho. Cantona. He's on it, can he get away? Torres looks to get on the end of this. Bellingham. And it's Gullit. This looks promising. Serginho. And Carvajal. Gullit.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Forlan. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now the breakaway. And it's Bellingham. picked out brilliantly. Oh, that's a fine interception. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Now, can they get him away? And a chance! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Brazil have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Looking to play him in. Good read, needed to be. And he's taking no chances there. That's a lovely, neat pass. Fernando Torres. Torres! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Fernando Torres clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Madrid have their third corner. Serginho with the short one. Brazil are looking to go forward now.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
He's tried one! Yaya Toure, well seen, saw that. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Brazil go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And this is Forlan. Vieira. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Howson cuts it out. Serginho. Great ball. And the finish! He scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
He's had a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Cambio de jugadores.
Brazil choosing to make the first change. And they're quick to get it back. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape.
Could be danger here. Shot it goal! And he hits the net. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, that was vital. And it's Szoboszlai.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Brazil do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Quality ball. Vieira. Brazil looking to pass it. And the shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Fernando Torres. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 10, el dorsal 15, el dorsal 5. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
That is a brilliant interception. And now they can spring out of defence. Vieira. Good ball, good take. Chance! That's a sharp pass. Carvajal is always looking to play quality balls. Shevchenko. Clipped into space. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Zanetti. Played into space. Good chance here! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. A probing pass.
Brazil really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Well, some players have clearly taken issue here, and things are threatening to boil over.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Vieira. Vieira really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And here's Shevchenko. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not the most accurate pass. Tries to play it through. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Carvajal gets a foot in here.
Brazil really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Oh, it's Shevchenko. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's come loose.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Doué. Carvajal. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, no joy this time. And that's it. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role, or even in defence. He could fill in and cover for any position as required, and he had the intelligence to be able to put it all together.
He really does have it all. Now, can they get him away? Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Bellingham goes short. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. Pele. Thuram gets across to intercept that. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Cantona. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Shooting chance! They've scored! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Nedved. That is good, super running, sharp movement, came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Platini, oh that's fabulous. Platini crosses it in. Courtois deals with that, nice and simple. Toure promptly onto that, and that is that.
Brazil really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And he cuts out the supply. Maldini is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Skillfully cut out. He is... Bullish header! Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now it's Cantona. So much time and space here. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Look, when we talk about decision-making, there's a great example. Strong and decisive.
He could be in here.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Thuram. Now it's Mbappe.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top.
And it's been given away. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bellingham. There's a sharp little ball here. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Gullit, picked out Mbappe! And he comes up trumps again.
Mbappe really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
Oh, he's got a sight of goal. In by Gullit. Oh, what a climb! No, not the best of headers.
Brazil really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
He's on it, can he get away? Gullit, nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Platini, out to the right. Now it's Gullit. And it's Gullit. Mbappe. Nedved. Now it's Mbappe.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Yaya Toure. Cantona is onto it in a flash. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So your views on the first half?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
So off we go once more.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Oh, smashing header! Cantona is flagged offside. Yaya Toure engages and forces him off the ball. And that's a good ball.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. That's beautifully weighted. He's having a shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even...
Decent chance! No mistake! Just cruising! They are cruising!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that...
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And already we're underway here.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he was quick to react.
I think we can look forward to another striking masterclass from Van Basten here, Peter.
Well, many have cited him as the greatest striker of all time, but what in your eyes made him that, Jim?
Well, in a word, everything, Peter. He had it all. Pace, power, technique, vision, dribbling, strength in the air. He's a cut above the rest in all departments, and brilliant imagination.
Vieira. Nice sequence of passes, this. But Van Basten! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short. Chance! And the ball's come loose here. And he has kicked it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
This is their second corner of the game. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Danger averted for now. Lahm, and they've switched it over to the other side, and it's Hakimi. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Ronaldo. It's Van Basten! Goal! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Hakimi looks to get on the end of this. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. It's out for a goal kick. Vieira gathers from the goal kick. Vieira. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for the run. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's there to retrieve it. Pull it. Really fierce, close defending. And here's Mbappe.
Brazil are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Van Dijk is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is Van Basten. Tries to get it clear. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cross needs to be... He gets big! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Neymar chasing after it. And it's Neymar. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Brazil certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Neymar, and here's Van Basten. Indonesia looking to pass their way through. Looking tidy in possession here. Vieira. Tries to pass it through. Now this could be a chance. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Lahm is looking to influence the game from out wide. Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Face to face with the keeper. And the finish! There's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. There's the whistle then to start the second half. That has not gone well. Vieira. Lahm goes on a run down the left wing. And here's Neymar. And it's Vieira. Kaka. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. And he's forced to go back. Lahm. Neymar. Vieira. Oh, good-looking ball. And this is Hullet. And he welcomes it in. Schmeichel with the clearance. And he's quick to snatch it back. Vieira. Played out to the left flank, and it's Van Basten. He's played it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball.
Cristiano Ronaldo! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Maldini getting this one clear. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Neymar. Kaka. Can he... Oh, shooting chance! It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And he cuts out the supply. Hakimi. And it's Hakimi. Here's Vieira. Yaya Toure. He is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Tunisia finding their passes. Left goes for a shot! And again the keeper stands strong.
Substitution for Indonesia.
Number 3
14,
coming up.
Van Basten. Number 10, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 4, Hakimi. Coming on the field, number 11, Gullit. Number 23, Erling Haaland. Number 25.
And he's there to clear it.
Mendes. Substitutions
Neither
taking
of these
place.
two want to come off second best. Played into the middle. Indonesia can try it again now. So their fourth corner of the game.
Substitution.
And it's been taken short. Opts to play. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Brazil have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, can he get onto this? Gullit. Oh, sweet feet.
Indonesia clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now it's Szoboszlai, and it's made its way to him. Oh, that was vital. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Vieira deals with that comfortably. Szoboszlai plays it short. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Szoboszlai. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Gullit. Now it's Neymar.
Two added minutes
Neymar
has been indicated.
looking for options for movement. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Kaká. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Indonesia have it back and can go again. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through,
And
so
now,
extra
all
time
members of
is the
crowd,
correct next step.
I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing
So all
our
square,
birthday
we
boy
need a winner,
very
and we will be
special
back
birthday.
for extra time.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 5, Kakan.
So our quest to
Number
find the winner
21,
continues.
Neymar. Coming on the field, number 19, Johan Cruyff. Number 17,
Yeah.
Ronaldinho.
Szoboszlai.
Substitution in progress.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Look at the space here, and a chance! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Corner number 2 then. Szoboszlai goes short. Nice control. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. It's a sharp little ball here. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. It's run loose here. And it's Lahm, well played right into his path. Very nicely done. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. So what can they make of this? Now that's well seen too. Vieira. Van Dijk. Lahm. No, that's been intercepted. Szoboszlai charging forward, the ball at his feet. Nuno Mendes. And it's Vieira. Now Cruyff. And here's Haaland. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Looking to go deep. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And that's it for the first half of extra
Please
time.
be reminded that drinking is only allowed
Well,
in
it
the
has
areas
been a
surrounding the
punishing
stand. Thank you
game,
very
both
much for your
physically and
cooperation.
mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Substitutions taking place.
And so the last chance to find a winner. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Takes a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Brazil have their third corner. Nedved with the short one. Gets a good foot in there. Ronaldinho. Vieira. Turns back here, probably the best option. Nicely spread. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the shot at goal!
It's bounced back off the post. Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Brazil must do something here, and very quickly.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Vieira. Nuno Mendes. And it's Ronaldinho. That's Vieira. And here's Hullet. And Hullet! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Hullet actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They're up to 5 corners now. He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
There will be 1 minute added time.
We are into overtime. And that will be the final act.
Please
Brazil
join me in
bow
wishing
out,
all the best
defeat
for members of
sealing
our
their
fan club
fate.
celebrating their win.